Hi everybody, this is Rhino Ranger, and I'm having the last roundup with the old Deviantart website. For those who don't know, Deviantart is retiring the old website and is enforcing us to use Eclipse. This is when this is my final goodbye. My final goodbye to the old Deviantart website, and saying hello to Deviantart Eclipse. So this is what I've done so far. This is how I'm gonna remember. You see, there's my picture over there. That's me on my temporary office when my grandmother is here, but she's not here at the moment, so I'm back in my old office. There's some old friends, some people I subscribe to, my history thing, my history, all these comments I had. Just looking back at some old things. Let's have a look at some of the old stats I've had all over. So this is what happened. Black Rhino Ranger has a total of 1,948,386 page views in totals, with 469 journals and there's 6,000 deviations in the gallery, with the view of 5,666,794. I watched 438, while 1,430 watch me. I've received over 22,000 comments, and I got faved about 82,500, and I made about 4,440 comments. I've released one comment per day. And my biggest, the deviation I got the most comment on is my old opinion on old Spyro fans who hated Skylanders. I always thought they were not giving Skylanders a chance, or they just don't like the way Spyro is, or they like to, or that's old school. And that was made in 2015 when Superchargers came out, and in 2018 we got the Reignited trilogy. Aren't you guys satisfied? And the one I got the most favorites is my 100 OC character meme. Just draw 100 of your original characters. And my most viewed deviation is the Skylander OC, the Outlanders. The Outlanders are supposed to be the evil Skylanders, the ones that Chaos either made or recruited, and their elements are completely the opposite of the Skylanders' element. They may look like the Skylanders, but their elements are opposite. For example, Crusher has an evil air counterpart named, I've forgotten his name. He was like a giant balloon or something. And in case you don't know, air is strong against Earth. See, I usually posted them on a Saturday. My busiest month was November 29, with 256 deviations submitted. My favorite is a fan art gallery and some other things. Let's take a look at my timeline. See, these are different timelines I had. Wait, what's this? Category, age reading, images, last year, last 6 months. These are how many favorites I got overall from there. From last year, it was Launchpad remembering Scrooge and the gang. It was when Alan Young, the voice, when Russi Taylor, Alan Young, Chuck McClan, and Joan Gerber, the voices of Huey, Dewey, Louie, Uncle Scrooge, Mrs. Beakley, and Duckworth, they all passed away, and the only member of the main DuckTales cast remaining today is Terrence McGovern, the guy who plays Launchpad McQuack. He's the only one still alive today. And as for 6 months, the one I got the most is Speechless on Sesame Street. This is when I paid tribute to Carol Spinney, the original puppeteer and voice for Big Bird. In case you don't know, he passed away in the end of 2019. Anyways, let's see, all time I have for the comments, of course, is that. But last year it was Little Star Blue, where it's basically a Star versus the Forces of Evil reenactment of Little Ed Blue. The part where Sarah tells Ed off, but then Ed yells at Sarah by saying, "So move!" That was a lot of people loved that part. So I chose Jeremy from Star vs. the Forces of Evil to play Sarah, and Star Butterfly herself to play Ed. And this has not changed for the last 6 months. I still got more comments. As for the galleries, what's my favorite? It's fan art. Every time it's fan arts in digital and games. It's been that way for years. I'm not sure about these. These is just random. Breakdown. Yeah, I'm just revisiting this. I never did any prints, so I'm not going to bother with that. Just looking at some old stuff I have over here. I never did any prints. I have a few favorites. And here's all my journals I had that I made over the years. The first one I ever made was back on March 27th, 2010. It was I started doing pictures, started doing DeviantArt stuff in the middle of June of 2009. I didn't write anything until this is what I used to write back then. This was my first journal. I was like Rhino Ranger in the house, and I was listening to Weird Al Yankovic songs, comics, and Dinopedia, watching Cartoon Network, Spores, Who Tycoon, and Crossword Creatures, Chick Space, Cola. And I said, "Hello everyone, I will tell you all the things about this account. Apparently, unlike most of you, I only good at drawing googly eyes and cartoons to prevent my sister from laughing at me. Since the year 2001, I've been drawing these cartoons. I'm full of brilliant ideas. Feel free to comment, but don't say nasty things about it. I'm just an amateur." I was. I didn't know any better. I was just getting used to things. It was my first time doing something productive on a website. I didn't know about criticism. I didn't know how to handle them. I was an immature, bratty teenager at the time. So yeah, this is my farewell thing. This is the last time I'm gonna see the old DeviantArt website, perhaps. And tomorrow, the biggest challenge lies ahead. I hope you've enjoyed this video.